I am out here on a dock. This is actually the ramp for the kayak release. See, I'm laying like this. That's where you release. I'm at the wharf. I'm like 2.5 miles from my house. And I wanted to do this. And by the way, what I'm laying on, we had rain. It's soaked. So I'm really soaked right now, but I don't care because the feeling that you get in nature and that you allow yourself to sit with and be with and really come back to grounding it pays it dividends in like, I can't even put it into words. That's why I can't even formulate a word on what it is. So grounding is so important, but not just the grounding like you're thinking. And you guys know I'm pretty much an expert in grounding and manifestations and meditations. It's what I do. But I want you to look at things like, and what happened was I came here to record some content, and I'm looking, and I want you to see. I don't even know if you can. I want you to see over. See, it's going to be hard for you to see, but I'm going to turn you around. Do you see over there? Do you see how the water is like kind of? Oh, the fish just jumped. Did you hear it? Oh, the fish just jumped right beside us. I don't know if you heard that splash. But over there, there's something moving, right? And I want you to realize, like, see how we're going to sit here? We're going to look at some of this water so I can help you understand. If you get out by water or trees anywhere, it doesn't have to just be water, but I want you to pay attention. Everything in your life that's going on is important to you, but it's not everything that's going on in the world. And I don't mean social media. I don't mean the news, but I want you to pay attention to this, right? I want to give you this space so you can have a minute, because you get so caught up in everything that you're doing, everything that still needs to be done. You're not appreciating where you are. You're always like, yeah, I mean, I did some growth. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. But I still have so much more to do. This water right now, the tide is going out. The tide was in and it gets like kind of flooded. But now the tide is going out. Do you see how this is working? And in a few hours, the tide's going to be going that way. It's going to come back in. There's fish jumping. I want to catch one, but it's like behind you. But sometimes they'll jump over here. So that's why I'm keeping you tuned there so I can talk to you, because honestly, it's very, very relaxing if you just sit here and look at it. Like I said, I'm laying on a very wet dock. And I don't know if you can pay attention, but sometimes you'll see little ripples in the water, like over there. It's just the fish. It's the fish. It's the frogs. It's the snakes. It's all of those things. And you get so caught up in all. Oh, did you see it? I'm so excited. But you get so caught up in all of the things in your life, all of your past, all of your stresses, all of your concerns, the bills. Yes, those are all very, very, very important things. But there's so much more going on into the world. And when if you keep hearing splashes, it's because there's a bunch of fish jumping around us. I just want them to jump in front of us. But if you take a pause and you just sit and you realize that you are both amazingly important and amazingly irrelevant, all of us, right? If you get hit by a bus today, something happens to you, some people are going to be sad, some people are going to miss you, and some people don't even know you exist, and that's okay. And see, one thing that you got to be clear in is you got to celebrate where you are today. You got to be where you are right now, where your feet are. Be where your feet are. And even if you don't have water around you, like I'm sitting down here at the dock, I come down here a lot. I'll do a lot of meditations down here all year long. It could be freezing. It's like right now it's very humid. It's hot. It's summer here. And I'll come down here to remind myself, even now, like every single day. Well, I don't come down every day, but every single day I do remind myself, hey, you're not that important. You are important, but you're not that important. You know what I mean? Like there's still so much. Oh, guys, look, there's a jellyfish. I want to show you the jellyfish. Do you see him? Oh, he's going down. Oh my God. I wish you could have seen. I don't know if you got a chance to see him, but he's a little baby jellyfish. They're not that friendly. They will sting you. But I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to, oh, there's one. Look, see him? That's what I'm saying. Do you see how amazing life is? Do you realize there's so much going on around you that, yes, still have your goals. Yes, Still do the things that are important in your life. Yes, still have caring, still have kindness. But do you realize how many spectacular things are around you? How much is beautiful? You don't take enough time to sit and just look at nature. And again, it doesn't have to be water. It can be the desert. It can be anything. It can just be wherever you are. It's beautiful. But that's why you have to appreciate where you are now while still working on going forward. And you can make the excuse and go, I don't have time. I don't have time to do that. Really? Because oh, guys, it was right here. I want you to see, do you see how the ripples are going? A fish jumped right here. Oh, he jumped. Did you see that? Look, see the jellyfish? I'm not lying. I want to sit here and talk to you. I hope it's not going to take hours on end for you to see one of the fishes jump. I know you hear fishes. I call them fishes. I know it's fish or fishies or whatever. But right now the fish are hopping. And a lot of people do go out and they fish. A lot of times they'll throw them back too. It's just like catch and release. But sometimes you can catch like big fish here. And they do. They do fish here. But do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how joyful it is? Instead of worrying about why is your mom treating you bad? Why are things happening, in a space that, I was looking to see what the time is. Hi. Like why are those things happening? You can ask those questions, or you can just take ownership of where you are today and take a pause. Because you know what? So much of what you're worrying about isn't going to matter 5 years from now. The way that you aren't accepting that things are the way that they are versus how you want them to be, it's not going to change, babe. It's not. Okay, Mr. B. Hi, Mr. B. That's a Mr. B. See, Mr. B? That's Mr. B. He's not bothering anybody. He's a wasp, but he's not bothering me right now. And I'm not going to bother him. And that's the other thing. You get so worried in your headspace about, oh my God, I don't want this. And oh my God, I don't want that to happen. And, all of those things. But just take a pause for a minute. Like, I don't know if you've seen some of these since we've been talking. There's been little fish. Like, they haven't all... Did you see that? Did you see over there? He jumped. Damn it. They're jumping all around you. Let's see if I can turn you this way. Maybe we'll have different outcome. But I love to look at... I don't know if can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Do you see how it's almost like a Bob Ross painting? Do you see how you can see there's the trees and then there's the reflection? Look over there. See over there on the shoreline right there? Look at the grasses up top and then look at the reflection of it. Look how beautiful that is. Nothing else in your life matters at this moment in time except for that. Oh, and that little jellyfish. See a little jellyfish over there? Yeah, they will sting you. Oh, it was all up in my nose. They will sting you. Doesn't feel good. But they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful to look at. But yes, and so going back to, there he is, he's floating around. But right there, if you can see where that is, look how beautiful that is. You're important. You're valid. You're relevant. You don't need anybody else to tell you that. You don't need anybody else to tell you that you're beautiful. That just exists. It's not trying hard. Look at that. It's not trying too hard. It just exists. And some people will be like, oh, I don't like it. Okay. It doesn't care. It's still going to exist. It's still going to look beautiful to some people. Baby, you ain't going to be everybody's cup of tea. And that's okay. You don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. That's okay. You'll find your people. It might not be the people that you think that are in your life now. And that's what I was saying the other day. But look, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Like if you just give yourself, we're only going to do this. We're sitting here for 10 minutes. Just look. I'm going to be quiet for a second. I just want you to listen. Okay. I'm going to be quiet for like a half a minute. Okay. So let's take a deep breath together. Now I just want you to look. Another thing I like to do, see how the tide's going out right now, even if it's coming in, but the tide's going out. I like to sometimes envision my worries or my stresses or anything. I'll pick something like, see, there's a little leaf or something out there. And I'll put like one of my worries or fears on that. And I'll just watch it go. And just watch it go. And you know what? If it's still there, I'll put it on something else and I'll watch it go. You guys, you have so many tools. Oh, you're crooked. You have so many tools at your fingertips that are free, that are yours. They're here. Listen to it. It's just quiet. Nobody needs you right now. Nobody wants you right now. And that's good. Because look at these things around you. These trees have been here. A lot of these trees have been here longer than you've been on the planet. Give it grace. Give it gratitude. And realize that, yeah, you're important, but some of those things you're worried about, baby, it ain't that deep. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that. And I'll do more meditations and more mindfulness and things like that. Because this is the thing that keeps me afloat. This is the thing that keeps me happy. Right here.